Hi there. Well, what's going on, everybody? Good morning. I'm coming to you from the back of the truck. That light is harsh. Let's see if we turn that down a little. There we go. That's a little better. All right. So yeah, good morning. If I did this video right, which I'm hoping I did, I recorded. I opened it up with probably some of the drive up. So this is, call it day 2. So yesterday we had the Serg Supply Open House. This is the 3rd annual in 2026, and this is at their new shop in Auburn. And I'll link that video up above because I would have already created that one. And a bunch of us got together afterwards and drove up to Pollock Pines to a campsite at a place called Union Valley Reservoir, which is just a few miles north of Ice House, which is another campsite that I really love to go and camp at. Now, we don't have the van anymore, as if you've been following us for a while. So we're building out our truck, and the truck has actually been going through a lot of changes. We got rid of our tent, and now we have our smart cap, which I slept in last night. Now, my Tacoma is only a 5-foot bed, and I'm taller than 5 feet. So it made things kind of interesting, but it was also crazy enough to say it was a lot of fun. I slept diagonal, and I had my sleeping pad, I had my sleeping bag, I had a blanket, and it was chilly last night. I think it probably got into low 40s, and it was cold, but we were out of the elements, and we were camping, and we had a great time. So Brent came up from Van Speed. Lauren and Tristan are here, obviously. You guys have been seeing a lot of them. They're really close friends of mine. They built their van up. They live in Utah. They did a great job. I really love how they built their van up. And Dimitri rolled in also. And so we have 4 of us here, 3 Sprinters and my little Toyota. And we stayed up last night just talking, having a good time, hanging around the fire, and got pretty late, and then we all just kind of zonked out. So Dimitri asked if I wanted to crash in his van. I could sleep. His van has a lot of space under the bed, and I could have easily just thrown my sleeping pad in my bag and a pillow down there and been fine. But I was like, no, I'll sleep in my truck, and I'm glad I did. It's different. It's obviously it's not as comfortable, and a lot of people may ask why would I do this? Like, first off, why would I sell my van and then buy a truck only to sleep in the back of that truck that's not big enough to sleep? It's not a proper bed. There's no heating. There's no water. There's no lighting. I just have a simple light hanging up here. And frankly, I can't. This is the shit that I love. Excuse my language, but I mean, this is fun. It's really weird to say, but it's kind of fun to be miserable a little bit when you camp and when you go out and do these things, because you learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about what you can tolerate, but you also, when you go and you camp like this, like in this case, I'm just sleeping in the bed of my truck. Oh, big stretchies here from the doggy. You sleep in the back of your truck, you start to think like, okay, well, what do I need in the truck now? Like, I want to have maybe some LED lights, and I need to figure out what I'm going to do for heat. How do I want to organize the back of this truck? Do I want to do a rooftop tent again? Do I want to do some cabinets? Dimitri and I are talking about what that might look like. When I bought the van, I just went straight in and started building it, and then had to go back and change a lot of things, and spent a lot of extra money doing that. So I met a lot of people yesterday, who don't have a van yet, or they just bought a van and they're trying to figure out like what they want to do. And I said, just go out and sleep in it. Just take a sleeping bag and go out to the woods, or just sleep in it in the back of your, in your driveway, because that, you know, that's when you're going to realize, like, well, this is where I want to sleep. This is how I want to sleep. This is the direction I want to sleep. You know, I want to sleep east-west versus north-south. Or I do want to sleep north-south because I want a bigger bed. I want more space. You won't know those things until you actually get out there and do it. And it's really hard to go back and make changes on something once you've already actually built the vehicle. So that's what I'm doing. You know, this isn't bad. I mean, the back of the truck is pretty comfortable, actually. That's a lot more than other people have or do. And I get to hang out with my best friend here, my little buddy. And he was nice and warm, and he slept great. I mean, he had a ball yesterday playing with Ace and Nova. So we're gonna get up and, you know, get things organized. You know, probably put some things away, get some coffee going. I didn't really pack much. I really just kind of threw a couple things together. So I won't even have hot coffee. I have iced coffee, and you know, but that's fine. Coffee's coffee, and probably turn the fire on for a little bit. It's still pretty early. What time is it here? It's 7:30. And what's the temperature outside? That's 50 degrees. That is not bad at all. So, to clear my weapon and put that away, because, you know, safety first. I'm not going to put that on YouTube, though. That's not what this channel is about. But I do carry, you know, I do bring a firearm when I travel. So now it's time to clear it and put it away, lock it up. Safety first. It's important. And use the restroom, and brush our teeth, get some coffee, and go see if our friends are awake, because they're probably not. So, here we go. You ready to go outside? You ready to go? You ready to go? You want to go outside? He's like, no way, dude. Ooh, the big yawns, buddy. You got your little sweater on? Okay, come on. Let's go. Let's push this open. Loaded up. We're gonna stop, we'll take some photos, and we'll do a little walk around. You ready to get out of here, bud? Let's go. Up. Good boy. First, right? Connect you in. Good job, buddy. All right. Good boy. Something I always do is one final walk around. Oh, see? Right there. I like that little touch. Did we leave it better than we got here? We did. There was trash and a bunch of shit all over the place. All right, let's do it. I wanted to pull over on this side road that I went down, and let's do a little, where's the truck today? Because the truck looks a lot different than the last video that I did on the truck, which was kind of the 2025 version of it, which was not too long ago. So here is the truck as it stands today. Still the same truck, 2025 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. A few things that we've done since the last video. We did add the C4 front bumper, and that does have my Warren winch. I just need to finish getting that hooked up now that I have my Blaze Off-Road power relocation kit, which I'll show you in a minute. We have the Fang lights, our Alpha Rex lights. We still have our SS3 Pro diodynamic ditch lights, but we're going to replace those with the SS5s that were up there because the roof rack is gone and the SS5s are gone, but we're putting a roof rack back when we're doing different lights. So we are going to add, of the 6 SS5s, we're going to put 2 on the ditch lights, and we're going to do the other 4 on the front grille here. So I'm excited about that. Still running our Toyo Open Country AT3s on the methods, and now we do have the Apex rapid deflate valves. We've added our C4 rock sliders, which big fan of. Coming back here, we have our C4 Overland bumper. This is the kind of Gen 2 single piece, and we added in the diodynamic C2Rs, which tie into the trailer pin, so they double as running lights, brake lights, and reverse lights. We have our Alpha Rex rear tail lights, and that kind of concludes everything on the bottom. And then the big difference now is our smart cap. So the bed rack and the tent, the cases, everything's gone, and we picked up an RSI smart cap. We picked this up at Camway's trailer and camper van place. I'll link them down below. These guys were awesome. Vinny was stellar. They had it in stock. They assembled it and mounted it on the truck for, I think it was like $400. Dual gull wings, which I think is awesome. And we have the rear here, which I'll open up. We did replace the smart cap handle. We put an Agency 6 grab handle, which I think is pretty cool. And this is kind of our current loadout from a camping point of view. So I did sleep back here last night, as you guys saw. Fridge-wise, we're still rocking our Isoco APL35. I think this is an absolute killer fridge. This is a dual zone, which is great because when I go camping, I like to bring some ice cream and stuff, which I have right here. Got some ice cream, I got some frozen water, I got all of our drinks. So solid fridge from a standpoint of not only form and functionality, but versatility, durability. I think all those things kind of check the boxes. Powering that right now is our Blue Yeti Elite 300. This is a 2400 watt, 3 kilowatt power station. This thing is absolute beast. I did a quick video on this. I've done a couple reels on this so far. Blue Yeti did send this to me, and I, in exchange to make some content and give them my honest feedback, and so far that honest feedback has been awesome. We do have the car charger too for this bad boy, and we do have solar for it. Right now, we are using it to power the fridge off a 12 volt. We do have a battery for our Isoco, which I think is great too. This lasts about 24 hours. I've been on the road now for a couple days, so I went ahead, I'm charging this up via the AC, and it's probably charged right now. Yep, it's at 100%. So I could technically plug the fridge back into this now, but I'm heading home, so I'm fine. So the fridge does power off of 120, but also off of, 12 volt, but it also can be powered off of 120 as well. I just like to power it off of 12 volts, so I can either plug it into the truck, I can also plug it in to the battery, then charge the battery off the inverter, but I'm just charging the battery off of my Blue Yeti. So I think that kind of works for me. We got our sleeping stuff back there, got our Hal, chairs, pads. I think kind of all that good stuff is kind of the setup that we're rolling with, and I think it works. Got our power tailgate, which again, it's not needed, but it is surely nice. And the cap, which again, we are going to be adding it does have the integrated rails, which I think is really cool. So we are going to be adding a Sherpa crow's nest roof rack on that, and we are going to add a Sherpa roof rack again. I was initially going to be getting like maybe a GFC or a Super Pacific, so I was going to get the Rainier Shorty that they have coming out, but I'm just going to go back with a Rainier again. So
I sold my Rainier, and now I just need to get another Rainier. So live and learn on that one. So I mean, I sold it for a great price, lost a little bit of money. Hopefully I can get some kind of deal on it from Sherpa. We are working on some stuff for the smart cap, so I think that's gonna be pretty cool. We are gonna be doing some build outs. So Dimitri and I, we did some dimensions, we did some ideas. We're doing some stuff that I think is gonna be really cool. We're doing some stuff that I don't think anybody has done for a topper, let alone like for like the smart cap. And I think the smart cap is a very popular topper, especially for the like the 4th gens and for the 3rd gen trucks. You know, they're right up there, I think, with OVS. Now they are a little more pricier. This particular topper was $4,300. So with taxes and installation, it was about $5,000. It's stainless steel. I love it so far. I think it's great. I will do like an honest review on this bad boy. I don't know, give me like 6 months, and I think it'll be due. Like, let me take it through summer and let me get it through winter. So let me get it through a couple seasons, and I think that would be, I think that would make sense. But I think when you look at this thing, the way it fits on the truck, I think it looks great. I love this little taper here. I think that looks super good. So that's it. So we're gonna head home. We're gonna take a couple photos real fast of the truck, and then we're really close to Highway 50, and then yeah, then we're gonna get out of here. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. A little bit different of a video. I hope you liked it. If you guys want to see different types of content, you want to see more of this, whatever, link some comments down below on the things you want to see, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Peace.